Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
Stacey, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually going to be talking about manifestation, how you can manifest your goals and achieving those goals, whether it be a short-term goal or a long-term goal, how you can manifest it, work towards it, and achieve it. So stay tuned and we will have this conversation. So at the beginning of the year, I decided that I was going to do a vision board, but I actually have not gotten around to doing this vision board. I have never done before, and it's a little bit scary, even though you're just putting pictures and you're putting things that you want to work towards within the year or months, and you want to see that you actually just want to see a vision of it. I still haven't gotten around to it. So I'm not going to stress that. I'm actually just going to continue what I normally would use, which is a calendar. I purchase a calendar each year, a new calendar. So this is a 2024 calendar, and it has lots of sections where you can put your notes, and it has sections where you can put your goals, and it has sections where you could actually just write down what it is that you're going to do on a daily basis. And then now and then I look back at it to say, hey, you know what? I actually put down that I wanted to do a renovation of my kitchen, and it is now like in February, and I've actually done it. So I actually always look back on my calendar, and I don't just put it away. I have it on me on a daily basis just for is manifestation. So I hear a lot of people saying, I'm going to manifest my dream car. I'm going to manifest my home. Just dream it and it happens. Like, is that what I need to do? And is that why I need to do a vision board? Just like dream it up, put it on there, put the pictures on there, and I'm going to get it. So I don't think it's that. Manifestation is not just dreaming or focusing on things you want and you'll just get it. You don't just dream it up and then you say, oh, I'm going to achieve this by doing nothing. That motivates you. So if buying a home or getting that dream car motivates you, then it will be so much easier for you to work towards that without even realizing that you've manifested your car back in January, and now it's August and you've actually gotten it because you're actually working towards it on a daily basis to get that. So if it's financial need to put them to save money, if it's your credit score, if it's driver's license, whatever it is, you're actually working towards it without even realizing, because you know, I want this car or I want a car, and these are the steps that I need to take to get it done. So it's the same thing as if I was to use my calendar and just write down the steps, break it down in smaller portions, because sometimes when you're looking at the bigger picture, it seems so overwhelming and it seems as if you could never get that dream car because you ain't got the money. Your credit score is not good. You don't have a driver's license, whatever it is. Like, there's so many obstacles. But if you're actually putting in the work for the smaller steps, so the first thing is, I need to actually book that test, and you go and you get your driver's license. So you're one step closer to receiving that or that outcome of getting the car. So that's basically how it works. So it's not just being a dreamer and putting things in the air, putting things in the universe, and then all of a sudden, bam, you get it. It doesn't work that way. You're not going to really work towards it. So you need to put things down that are realistic for you and things that will motivate you towards it. Whatever it is that you're seeking, you need to work towards it. And I've to make smaller goals because it makes it possible instead of impossible. So when you accomplish, you give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Reward yourself. Reward yourself for just getting that driver's license because you didn't even think that you were able to get that. And now all of a sudden you have your driver's license. So reward yourself for the smaller accomplishments. And putting yourself first is not a bad thing. Whether it be working on your looks, working on your mental health, because that is very important because we need this mental part to be active and working properly in order for us to accomplish our goals. And especially if there's a lot of things that are overwhelming and it's stress, then we're more than likely not to accomplish our goals because there's just too much things going on over here. We're so focused on helping others that we neglect ourselves. We do not end up doing what we need for ourselves in order to accomplish our goals or to make ourselves better. So please focus on yourself. It's not being selfish to love yourself, right? You got to love yourself first in order to get these things going. Become your biggest investment. By all means, prayers does wonders. Prayers does wonders with work. So you work towards it, and that manifestation by all means is going to happen. Ask and you will receive. I've heard someone say recently, if you want to hide information, you put it in a book. I'm like, start a business. Let's just say a clothing line. I wanted to start. And I'm just always like, I don't know who I can connect with to get me started. I don't know who it is that I can work with that could tell me what I need to do. And I need to connect with the right people just to get that going. And so that it's like a mentorship, get the right mentors. But I realized that if you actually read a few books that says how to start this up, it doesn't have to particularly be a clothing line, how to start, let's say, a hair business, how to start ebook, how to start a community center. It doesn't matter what it is. There are books out there that could help you. Don't necessarily have to look towards a person to give you that knowledge. You can read that knowledge in the book and then apply it to your circumstances. So by all means, pick up a book, right? And that's what I'm going to do this year. Like, I'm going to read more into the things that are going to either better me, into the things that I want to know more about. I'm going to focus on reading more this year because it broadens your horizon, a lot more range, so that you're able to communicate with people differently because now you have that knowledge on your own. And that's just simply by reading help books, business-minded books. I'm just going to be reading a lot more because of whatever it is that I'm trying to connect with. I know the knowledge is in that book. So I'm not even doing well. You're not getting the results you want. And because you're not getting results you want, you end up quitting, or you just forget about that and you start something new. I go back to my good old calendar and I look at what my goals are, if I'm forgetting them or if I'm just diverting from where it is that I want to be. I look back on my goals and I refresh myself and I put forward my best foot and start over again if I need to, because sometimes when the progress isn't as fast as you want, or it's not as big as you would like it, then you kind of slow down. So that is something that I am putting away, and I am moving forward in the sense where I am being consistent in anything that I do, because I want whatever I envision or whatever I manifested to actually come out in the end where I am doing well, right? You cannot just be a dreamer. You cannot just conjure things up and say, this is what I want, and I'm going to just put it in the universe and I'm going to get it. Some of us may be lucky enough to get that, but 99% of us, you have to be able to work for it. So you put it out in the universe and you take those small steps to making it happen. Because be sure to like, subscribe, comment below, and let's keep this conversation going, and how it is that you're staying consistent, or how it is that you're manifesting your goals and you're making those goals happen for 2024.